And we're getting a surprising new look at the ISIS executioner known as Jihadi John. Here he is, unmasked, wearing a Pittsburgh Pirates cap while attending a British university. The team saying they're sickened by that image of the world's most wanted killer. And Chief Investigative Correspondent Brian Ross has the very latest for us from London this morning on the worldwide manhunt to find him. Brian?
Well, good morning, Paula. The man and the family have now fled their home. The family now in hiding as the world asks, how could their college-educated son, Mohammed Emwazi, turn into a brutal killer for ISIS? This is what he looks like without his mask and his knife. A London college photo on the front pages of British newspapers this morning, showing a young man with a sneer and, unaccountably, a Pittsburgh Pirates baseball cap. How Emwazi went from this to this is the puzzle authorities and friends are trying to answer this morning.
We'll begin to slaughter your people on your streets.
One friend told the BBC Emwazi was happy with his life after he graduated from university.
We never realized that he will go to be jihadi.
But one of Emwazi's elementary school teachers told the BBC he was put into anger management therapy at the age of 11 because he was getting into too many fights.
We'd find that he'd get very angry and worked up, and it would take him a long time to calm himself down.
Emwazi came of age in London at a time when radical Islamists were urging young men to join the jihad against the U.S. and Britain. Most prominent was the activist Anjem Choudhury, who we went to find outside the city's biggest mosque on Friday. Do you know Emwazi at all? He said he did not know Emwazi, but called him a Muslim brother whose brutal acts he refused to condemn. So as of now, you don't want to condemn it?
I know what I want to condemn. I want to condemn you guys for being the tongue of the biggest terrorists in the world, who are the Americans, and their own allies, the British.
The other question being asked here this morning is how Emwazi was able to slip out of the country and join ISIS, even though he was under surveillance by British security services. This morning, the British Prime Minister is saying essentially there are just too many young men being watched to keep a tight look on all of them. Paula?
Yeah, that number in the thousands. Brian Ross, thank you. And tomorrow, you don't want to miss our Martha Raditz's live interview with Secretary of State John Kerry. Again, that's tomorrow on ABC's This Week.